There we go. Boom. There we go. There we go. Shit. Hi, everybody. All right. What's going on, Brett? What's going on? Um. So as all the states are starting to reopen, there are rules and regulations. One, restaurants in particular. In case my job, before we can even open up our doors, we have to have the health department come in and make sure that everything is sanitized, everything is okay. They have to look at and see, make sure that our bosses are taking our temperatures and all this headache and nonsense and all bullshit. But then the big thing is in my state is once we open restaurants, they'll have dining, but it won't be your typical, it'll kind of be like a picnic style type deal where you could go in, you can order, but you may not be able to get a refill at some restaurants that you go to, which is all right. I don't care. I don't care. But so for instance, I guess to give you best example would be Sunday, Mother's Day, for instance. It's usually a big day for restaurants. Usually a moneymaker day for restaurants. It's a bit weird, but this year was totally different because nobody was in the dining room. We didn't have any guests. It was just all to goes and carry out, which was different, but it was a lot easier on the kitchen staff. A lot. For me, it was a hell of a lot easier than dealing with, oh, this server screwed up, or she wasn't listening, or they weren't listening, or they didn't pay attention to a food allergy, or nothing. But it worked out. We all made money. Restaurants that were open on Mother's Day made money. Certain restaurants that weren't open on Mother's Day did not make money. So now we're all getting ready to open, which is okay. But now they want us to have sanitizers on every table. They want every wait staff to wear a mask at all times and gloves. So it's kind of hard for them to talk back to a guest to like tell them their order, which I think is ridiculous. Every table afterwards needs to be sanitized, all that good stuff. Chairs, all that. After somebody uses the bathroom, every time somebody uses the bathroom, it has to be sanitized. So, thus starts the headaches. Anything and everything that a guest touches in a restaurant has to be now sanitized. There are some options that restaurants have. Like there are some restaurants that in the rules in the Arizona rules. I'm not gonna talk any other any other person, any other state, but we have the right to take the guest temperature before entering our restaurant. So if they're having, say for instance today it's 100 fucking 2 degrees. It's 102 degrees out. Your temperature's up. You go into our restaurant. They take your temperature, so your temperature's a little high. That gives our boss an option of, do we let them in and order, or do we just go, hey, you know what, your temperature's a little high, we're not going to serve you. This is where everything's going to get a little different in the restaurant world. Restaurants now have the ability to take your temperature now before you eat at our establishment. Not a lot of people are going to be wanting to do that. Not a lot of people are going to want to come in and have their temperature taken before they can go into a restaurant and have a good meal. Now, certain restaurants are doing the whole open dining where they have the plates and everything. Some people are still doing, like my restaurant, for instance, we're doing the carry out, but you can also do it picnic style where we have tables set up that are 6 feet apart, where we will make your food, give it to you as a to go, and then you have the option of sitting down and enjoying your meal. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting. As restaurants start opening and we start doing these new policies, you're going to have those guests who are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're not wearing a mask. It's like, you're not doing this. You're not. Let me tell you, I have to wear a mask all day, every day on my shift. It's a pain in the ass. One, it's hot. Two, I'm sweating. Three, it gets to a point where I can't fucking breathe. So Rules are rules. So if I have to go by the rules of wearing a mask, then I guess everybody needs to go by the rules of wearing a mask. Yeah. Like I said, Brett, there's gonna be a lot of problems with people having their temperatures taken if if a restaurant applies that rule. There's like 11 pages worth of rules and regulations now that every restaurant has to abide by now. Everything has to be wiped and sanitized. If you run your credit card and server hands you a pen, you hand the pen back to the server. That server then has to sanitize the pen in front of you before anything else. Anything you touch now in a restaurant has to be automatically sanitized. This is a whole new world. This is a whole new world. I'm not used to it. It's weird. It's great, but one, I'm not gonna bitch because one, it's keeping kitchens a hell of a lot cleaner. So that's a plus. Two, everybody and their mom in the kitchen is gonna make more money because why we have to sanitize everything, which is gonna take longer, which I'm cool with. I'm okay with that. With that said, now all you Karens and Collins of the fucking world who think they have an opinion in all this fucking quarantine bullshit, I got something to say to all you little fucking Karens, cause I've been dealing with y'all for the past what we've been. Arizona's been on quarantine for almost a month. Many states have been longer. More power to y'all. Fuck y'all for coming in here demanding that you speak to a manager because we didn't pack certain things right, or you have it, it doesn't matter. Karens and Collins of the world just need to shut the fuck up right now because you do not own the world right now. You don't run it. Wanted to speak to your manager because you witnessed a cook take off their mask just so they can get a drink. Seriously? Seriously. You're going to be complaining a lot because you're going to be seeing a lot of people, a lot of wait staff, a lot of front of the house staff taking off their masks just so they can get a drink or wipe their face off because they're sweating. We're all getting used to these new rules. Karens aren't making it better. Karens are just making it fucking worse. And my big issue is when all this happens, when restaurants slowly start doing our reopening, we're supposedly Arizona's allowed to open their restaurants on the 15th of this month as a test run to see how this is going to work. This is going to go either one or two ways. One, it's going to go really smooth, really well. People are going to apply to the rules, meaning you're going to wear your masks going into the restaurant. You're going to apply to our rules. You're going to go by our rules. Or two, I'm going to have every other fucking bitch go, I don't want to come into your restaurant because I don't want to have my temperature taken. I don't want to come into your restaurant because I want to dine in. You can dine in. It's just everything's different now. We're living in a whole different world. And Karens and Collins, they're not, y'all aren't helping the issue. You're making it worse. You're making people like me want to hurt you even worse. For instance, today, some of y'all follow me on Twitter, some of y'all have me in the group chat. There is a coworker that I do work with. I'm not gonna say his name. We're just gonna call him Colin because he is a Colin. So 2 weeks ago, as we're getting busier, as business is starting to roll back into the groove of things, I told Homeboy straight up, I said, hey, I need you to focus more on your job, meaning I need him to cook, not do my job, which is prep. I was like, I need you to back off because I was like, every time you start doing stuff off my prep list and you don't complete it, you fuck me up and you throw me off my game. That's all I said. Respectful. Chef to chef. I ain't gonna lie. So I asked him one day, I asked him that shift. I was like, hey, because they were busy. I didn't want to get on the line. I didn't want to cause I didn't want to be in that groove of them getting. So I asked him straight up. I said, hey, man, do you have this? And he's like, You got fucking eyes. Why don't you use them? Boom. Okay. 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 I got you, player. Fast forward to the next day. I come into work already in that mindset of I'm gonna fuck your world up. Homeboy comes over. He tries to talk to me. I don't say shit. And he's like, "What's your problem?" I said, "I'm using my eyes, bro." I said, "I need to see what you are not willing to tell me." "Oh, I didn't mean anything, but no, 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 no. You did mean it." Because chef to chef, dude, everything a chef says to somebody in the heat of a moment, it's 100% true. It's 100% accurate. We aren't bullshitting with people at that point in time. Yeah, there are times where chefs, yes, we shoot the shit, we talk shit. But there are other times when we're being hardcore honest, and then you're going to be honest, and then you're going to try to walk it back and say, "Oh, I didn't mean it," because you already fucked the pooch. You fucked me because why? I'm your prep. Without me, you ain't got shit. So then he realized what he did. So now he's trying to walk it back, trying to look sad like a fucking puppy dog. Poor me, poor me. It's fucking just. So we fast forward to today. Let's fast forward to today. Today of all fucking days. I gotta add Pete as a moderator. Hold on. There we go. There you go, Pete. You got a wrench. All right. So today of all days, I had a lot to do because it was a couple days after Mother's Day, and we're still picking up the pieces from Mother's Day because it wrecked us. It was awesome. It was awesome. I go into work, already got my mindset, already got my fucking, I'm ready to roll because I already knew what I had to get done. I was like, I'm gonna go in this bitch, I'm gonna fucking just kill it. Just boom. Walk in there, clock in, grab a piece of paper, start making my list. Just then I start looking through his fridges and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing my job. What the fuck are you doing?" "I'm trying to do my job." "Okay. I don't see any tickets up, so technically you ain't doing your job because you're cooking. And if you ain't cooking, you got time to lean, you got time to motherfucking clean." My exact words. He didn't like that so much. That hurt his feelings. That almost made him cry a little. Which which makes me laugh. like so I start banging out everything on my list. Just bam, 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 bam. And he's getting to the point where I know he's gonna want help because we're a little busy. So I'm like listening, I'm waiting. Nothing happened, so I was able. All right, he's able to control himself. All right, good, good, good. Kept knocking out the list. Finished my whole prep list. Started wrapping things up. Told my boss, I was like, "Hey, I'm done for the day. Going home." She's like, "Wow, you knocked out a lot of shit." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I knocked out a lot of shit." Also, it helps when one person's doing their fucking job and the other one's doing their job. This little son of a bitch, I can't even say he's little, big dude. This big son of a bitch decides to go, "Well, she's not a team player. She never fucking helps." Hold the fuck up. I don't help? Motherfucker, I help you more than you help me. I drop everything I need to do to help you on your line to bust out fucking tickets. And you're gonna try to tell me I'm not a fucking team player? Okay, fuck you. I got you tomorrow because guess what? It's me and this motherfucker round two tomorrow. So with that said, my boss pulls me aside and she's like, "Hey, are you?" She's like, "I know you're a team player." I was like, "I know I'm a team player." And she's like, "I'm just gonna handle it." Blah 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 blah. Cool. Finished my shit, grabbed my stuff, clocked out, said goodbye to one of my servers. Boom. Out the door. Before I even walked out of the door, my boss decides to walk up to him and go, "What the fuck is your problem? Why would you talk shit to the person who runs the kitchen. Why would you talk shit to the one person who controls everything that's on this line? It's like, her exact words were, "Do you realize she can fuck you in an instant and not give a shit?" Which is true. Which is true. I could have stopped. I could do not do prep at all. I didn't have to do shit. It's like there's certain things in a restaurant. There's certain people you just don't piss off in a restaurant. In the back of the house in particular. One is your dishwasher. You treat your fucking dishwasher like you treat your fucking mom with love and respect. You literally get on your fucking knees for that dishwasher. And you don't fucking mess with your prep cook because your prep cook can either, well, be your best friend like I could have been to this dude, or I could be your worst enemy like he's finding out slowly but surely. I'm fucking him up left and right. I love it. You don't mess with those two people. Those two people control the flow of your kitchen. You piss off a dish guy, guess what? You ain't gonna get those pots and pans that you need on time. You piss off a prep cook, they're gonna go, "Oh, you needed some onions, some tomatoes, whatever. Hmm, think I'm gonna go do some like gravy or some other shit that's gonna take like 20, 30 minutes." And then and then eventually I'll get to what you need because I don't give a fuck. Unless you're my boss and then you ask. And then of course I'll do it because why? You're my boss. You pay the check. You pay my bills. Working with Collins, man, it's not a good thing, especially in quarantine. Like I said in the chat today on Twitter, wanted to kick him square in the dick. It was just one of those, just every little facial expression he had, he tried to look like a sad puppy dog. Just like, my feelers are hurt. Like, oh, I can't believe a female spoke up to me. One. Two, I can't believe this female has got some balls and pretty much spoke her truth. That's how I was raised. I was raised no filter, keep it 100. If they don't like it, oh fucking well. Who cares? Don't care. Who gives a shit? What up, Orville Nation? We're just talking about some Karens and some Collins, and we're just also knocking off some of the rules and regulations of quarantine as my state is getting ready to reopen for the restaurants, which is a big thing. Like barbershops just open on what's today? Tuesday? Friday. They opened up Friday before Mother's Day, which was great. So my mom was able to get a pedicure. um, she said that they had to wait out in the cars. They had to have appointment only. So as soon as they showed up, they texted who, their beautician to, hey, I'm here for my 2 o'clock appointment. And then they had to sit out in their car and wait until that beautician came in. And then they grabbed them, and then they had to wear mask, gloves, all that. Well, not gloves, but just a mask. Um, they don't have to have their temperatures taken. That's the big thing right now. Is in Arizona right now, especially since it's getting closer to summer, temperatures are getting hot. Anybody and everybody has to have their temperature taken. Now, in the culinary field, we have to wear all black. So, running back and forth in and out of a hot kitchen, what does your temperature do? It goes up. So, at that point in time, when your boss goes, "Hey, I got to take your temperature," you may be running 100 and whatever degree temperature, and your boss has to look at you and go, "Okay, I'm going to cool you off, and then we're going to take your temperature again," because that's happened to me twice in 2 days where I've had my temperature taken because I was running around constantly And it was that time my boss was like, all right, gotta take your temperature. My temperature is over 100 degrees. And I'm like, oh, God. So I had to literally sit in a cooler, sit in the walk in for like, sit in the freezer for like 5 minutes so my body temperature would come down, come back out, retake my temperature. Normal. Go back to, I had to ask my 5 questions. Is your throat sore? Have you been around anybody who may have contracted COVID? Do you have any family members who are COVID positive? It's like, are you kidding me? It's like, what else? Have you in the past 5 days had a fever or stomach ache or flu-like symptoms? What else are the fucking stupid ass questions? Yeah, sore throat. Oh, and allergies. That's the big one. Because why right now? It's allergy season. So you got a bunch of my coworkers running around sneezing. We're coughing and sneezing because it's allergy season. So that's also a factor that we also have to tell our bosses going, hey, it's allergy season. I got pollen up the ass. This is why my nose is running like this. This is why my eyes are all puffy and watery. I'm not sick. It's becoming a nightmare. I'm ready for the nightmare to end. Like this is ridiculous. And then it doesn't help when you have certain people that come in, certain guests that come in and they demand, not ask, they demand that we open our doors for them because they're sick and tired of staying home. They're sick and tired of taking food to go. I get it. I get it. Nobody wants to open their doors as fast as all nobody wants to open their doors as fast as restaurants do because we're all missing money. We just missed two important freaking holidays right now. We just missed Easter, which is a moneymaker. We just missed Mother's Day, which is a cash cow. When I say a cash cow, I mean it's one of those days where your boss doesn't give a shit that you've literally worked from like 6 in the morning all the way up until close. Because why? It's money. And it's all about mom. Moms rule the world. So we just missed out on two holidays where restaurants really thrive. Actually, Orville Nation, I plan on doing it very soon. Getting my grill. I'm getting a new grill and I'm going to start doing some grill videos cuz why? It's grilling season and yeah, I like to grill this time of year. So, as soon as I get all that situated and set up, I'm going to start making I'll probably do my first like grill live stream pretty soon here once I get my grill and my propane tank and all that set up. Probably do some steaks. Show everybody how I do my steaks. But like I said, I get why everybody's so antsy to get out, to get back into the world, to get back in the groove of things. I get it, you know, but we all gotta hold on. I mean, I know we're all at that what terrible two stage right now. We're at the temper tantrum stage where we're shaking the fist, we're clenching the fist, we're jumping up and down. We're just jumping up and down, going, I want to eat. It's like, I want out. I want out. It's like, yeah, like I said, Brett, this is a lot. You know what? It's a lot of firsts this year. You know, this was the first year where I didn't take my mom out for Mother's Day because her favorite restaurant is sadly it's closed. That was their choice. It's a family owned business. It's a family owned and operated business, and sadly, they had to close their doors, which makes me sad because the longer this quarantine lasts, and the longer, and I hate getting into politics, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. And the longer the White House keeps fucking with small business loans, starts fucking with the stimulus checks, unemployment rates are like ridiculous. It's only gonna get worse. It's like we're already kind of gearing up for Father's Day because we're kind of hoping we'll be fully functional, but we're also still riding that wave of this may not happen. We may not be able to open up our doors. Like you got what states, California, they had to reshut the fuck down. That's sad. I can't go home for the summer in July because where my family is, they're all quarantined and it's sad. So my summer vacation's probably gonna consist of work and live streaming like I'm doing now. So that kind of puts a damper on it. Like life for everybody has changed. Life as we know it is a whole new world. We're a whole new world. We all need to get used to the fact that yes, maybe just maybe for the new world, we're going to have to wear masks for the rest of our natural born lives, which sucks. But I'm down for it. Now, if you're a dumb fuck like, oh, I don't know, Bob Iger and Disney, and you decide to, oh, I don't know, open up your Disneyland park in Shanghai, I don't understand. I don't understand. I understand Disney's broke. I understand motherfuckers are broke. I understand you losing money. You losing billions. I get it. I get it. But you know what? Y'all could have made a bunch of fucking money if you did your Star Wars Disney right. If you would have given us the Tatooine park instead of Galaxy's stupid fucking edge and overpriced your stupid shit, I haven't even. Okay, I could build my own light. So you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, look, this is my lightsaber. I didn't buy it at Galaxy's Edge. I bought it online because why? I didn't want to spend over 200, 300 fucking dollars on something that I'm gonna, of course, play with, but something that Kathleen Kennedy wants me to have. Fuck that. Yeah, the vaccines are already here, but it's the whole how fast are they gonna distribute it? Like, it's like how fast does Washington really want us to have it? That's the thing. Exactly. It's a whole new world, just like Aladdin, man. It's a whole new world. And the thing is that whole line when he says, "Don't shut your eyes." You got to keep your eyes open because anything and everything can happen. Like right now, the big thing is for me is like everybody knows I'm a huge sports fan. So when I hear that certain NBA practice facilities are opening up, I mean, you've got Korean. I think it's Korean baseball that they're already started playing. So I'm like, okay, there's Korean baseball. They're fucking smart, which is awesome. But then there's basketball thinking about coming back. Golf is thinking about coming back. They're all trying to come up with their own little. What do we do? It's like, do we have people? Do we not have people? Now, okay, here's my opinion on the whole sports world. As a fan, I do like to be in the stands. But for this season, for this whole new world, I am willing to not be that fan in the stand. I am willing to be that fan watching on TV in a bar. I'm willing to take that hit. One, it saves us all money on tickets, on overpriced tickets, concessions, beer. That's a plus. But two, I also like to see the safety of the players, man, because they're getting paid. Because they all got to play. They all got to play. But there's also that, the NFL, man, is talking. They want to have fans in the stands. I get it. I get it. It's the NFL. Me personally, I would like to be that fan in the stand in December when my Colts go to Las Vegas to go play the Raiders. Just saying. Just saying. But if it doesn't happen, I don't mind watching it just like I do every day on TV. It's like I'm watching classic vintage games, man, that I haven't watched since I was a kid or I haven't watched ever. It's like they just replayed the very first Super Bowl. That was crazy. That was wild. But since this whole new world, this whole new order, whatever, new rules, new regulations, I get it. If sports decides to just, we're going to do teams, like what? They just had a UFC fight. I think, what, this last weekend? That went pretty well. Everybody had masks on except for the fighters and all that shit because they beat the shit out of each other. I mean, what UFC fighter would totally have? I can't tell you. I can't remember the fucking the specific date of the first Super Bowl. It was on YouTube. They were showing classic like vintage games and I was like, "What is this? Super Bowl 1." I was like, "Holy shit." I can't even tell you who was up against. I was just tripping out that it was the it was the first Super Bowl. um but it, it's just I mean, it's this is just the craziest shit ever, man. Like I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what we're gonna do for sports. Like I'm to the point what we're 60, 62 days. God damn. 62 days without sports. Just let that sink in. That's like 62 days were 62 days without sports. That's like fucking unbelievable. Like we have survived in a world where just a few months ago, man, we were getting ready to watch March Madness. I was getting ready to like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, before COVID, BC, I'm gonna say it, BC, before COVID, I had a plan. It was March Madness. I was gonna do a double stream every day for the men and the women. I was gonna do the men and women's tournament because both my Arizona teams were gonna be in the NCAA. They were gonna be in the dance, and I was excited. I was gonna do a women's stream and then a men's stream, and then just do like a whole. I was gonna do a panel on the whole tournament, and then this happened. So that kind of teetered my plan. And then I was like, okay, well maybe the NBA will still be around. And then the NBA said nope. And then I was like, well shit. Okay, baseball. Because I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. And this is the first year without Bruce Bochy, our manager after he retired. And I was like, oh, okay. Let's see how this does. Nope, baseball canceled. And then you hear the big rumor of, hey, we want to bring baseball, but we're thinking about doing it in Florida and bringing it to Arizona, which would have made me happy because why? I live in Arizona and I could watch baseball all day. That plan is still, I don't even know. It's kind of in the balance. It's kind of a yay, it's kind of a nay. But then there's also a bunch of players who are like, I don't want to play in the state of Arizona. I don't want to da 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 da. Hey, that's true. Have been watching a lot of sumo wrestling. I still don't know the rules and shit, but it's fun to watch a bunch of fat guys greased up just slap on each other. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But it's just one of those just it's this whole new thing. This right? It's like and we all have a Karen. We all have a family member who's a Karen or a Colin. We all have that friend who's a Karen or a Colin. It's just now that we're all in quarantine, their true selves are coming out, and it's like it's just a pain in my ass. What's up, nobody? I hope everybody's having a good day today, cause like Chef is like, I'm on freaking fire. I'm on one today. I've been on one for like the past like 2 days, where just the littlest thing has been pissing me off, and it hasn't been friends or family. It's just been people around my state who are just assholes right now. They seem ungrateful. It's like, be grateful you're still alive through this. Be grateful your kids are alive through all this shit. It's like, eh, don't bitch because, you were that asshole that went to Costco and you bought like 15,000 rolls of toilet paper, and now you're out, and now you're just like everybody else going, I can't find any. Like, that's on you. I, it, going into grocery stores, it's like, God, anybody and everybody's got something to bitch about. Oh, they don't have this. Oh, they don't have this. Because you know why? All you motherfuckers bought it when all this shit happened. And y'all didn't stop to think, oh shit, maybe this person down the road needs it. Maybe so and so needs it. Maybe, because it's like this whole thing when it started, toilet paper, what was it? Toilet paper left. Then it was baby wipes. How fucking dare you all for taking baby wipes who don't have kids? If you got a youngins, let them have it. But this is just ridiculous. It's like, I don't think people back in the day when the bubonic plague, the black plague, Ebola, fuck, when all this happened, I don't think people lost their minds going, oh my God, we got to buy anything and everything. No. What did people do? They fucking listened to their constituents going, maybe we should stay home. Maybe we should quarantine. Maybe we should work together instead of against each other, because I feel right now, and like I said, I hate getting into politics on my channel, but fuck it. Like I said, Chef is on one today. I feel like it's the United States versus the government right now. Because right now you've got people fighting, fighting for their jobs, fighting for their livelihoods. And it seems like certain mayors, certain governors, certain senators, certain congressional motherfuckers, they hear it and it goes one ear and out the other. Because why? At the end of the day, they can go home and open up their $20,000 fridge and go, look at all this shit. Look at what I got. And then it's like, oh, okay. Same thing with Hollywood right now. Fuck Hollywood right now. Fuck all you Hollywood actors and actresses who decided to, oh my God, it's quarantine. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. After some of you actors and actresses talk shit about YouTubers. Now you're one of us. Now you consider yourself to be one of us? No. 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 And now Hollywood's trying to figure out, what are we going to do? I don't care. See, now when all this happened, Hollywood could have kept this shit going. Hollywood could have continued making movies. Well, not making movies, just editing what they had to put on film. It's something called, you shut down the fucking theaters and you open up the motherfucking drive-ins. You put drive-ins back in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have given my money to a drive-in theater just to see what movies were coming out that were on schedule. I would have went to see the new James Bond movie when it came out. What? It's supposed to, what, May 20th? It was supposed to drop this month. Like, I would have paid money at the drive-in to go see that. I would have dropped money to go see, if this quarantine goes on in July, to go see Wonder Woman, Black Widow, Top Gun, all my summer hits. I would have paid mad money for my car just to have my car just sit there at a drive-in and enjoy a fucking movie, a Hollywood movie. No, instead, what y'all decide to do? You shut shit down. You didn't even think going, hey, oh my god, we've got Netflix, we've got Hulu, we've got eh, what other all these other streaming movies. It's like y'all could have put them in that. Going, you know what? Hey, Disney Plus. Hey, we're gonna drop you Mulan. We're gonna drop you Black Widow on the chan on Disney Plus because why? Theaters are closed, but we still want you to see it. They would have made some money because why? We're all paying. Some people, everybody's paying a membership. Whoever's paying a membership is paying for it. Netflix could have taken over on some Hollywood movies. Hulu could have taken over on some Hollywood fucking movies. But then I forget Hulu is owned by the House of fucking Mouse. Now, here is where I get pissed off. And this fucking live stream is brought to you by Pepsi. So if anybody wants to send Chef a favorite soda, it's fucking Pepsi. That's true, man. I saw that. I saw that. I put that on my Twitter feed, yo. Portland is known for their drive-through strip clubs, man. They got a drive-through strip club. You could which I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I do have a buddy who lives in Portland and he sent me a video of him and his boys getting in the car, driving down to the going down to the club. And all of a sudden, they have the street lights off. They got the little squares on the dance and they got the pole hanging. They got the pole hanging. But the cool thing is they got like one of those little cups, like one of those little badass tins that you go to like Angry Crab or whatever and put your shells of seafood shells in. So they got the buckets out like at a nice length. So they got the girls on the poles wearing gas masks, looking all trying to trying to look cute. Music's going on their little stage, and you can drive up in your car, watch a dance, pull out some money. No lap dances though. She'll get on your car and give your lap dance a car. That that's their version of a lap dance. Is they will get on your car and pretty much fuck your car. I'm just gonna say they're gonna fuck your car. And so you can tip them in the little and keep on driving. So I mean, if this is the new way, if this is the new way how strip clubs are gonna go down, all I know is that after every car a stripper gets on, you're gonna have to drive that bitch through the car wash because God only knows how many cars that chick's been on. God forbid your car catches a STD. Oh my God, I can't believe. But yeah, this is the new world we live in, people. We have drive-through strip clubs now. Mm. We've got drive-through strip clubs. We got a world full of fucking Karens who just, oh my God, as soon as the quarantine happened, they're just like, Karens unite. We can say whatever we want. I want to speak to your manager. I don't want to wear a mask. I can't breathe. I can't talk. I can't drink. Like, and then you get the Collins of the world who are just like, I'm not even call him Collins. I'm gonna call him Jon Snow because they're acting like Jon Snow, the little bitch. This is like we'll say Jon Snow season 7, the final season. Jon Snow, where he's just like McQueen. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm calling the new Collins. I'm calling him Jon Snow season 7. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Um, hold on. Okay, had to text my mom back. My mom says hello to everybody in the chat. Anyways, that's right, Brett McQueen. For real, I'm gonna steal that from Neurotic McQueen. Like so, yeah. So the Collins of the world are now John. According to me, they're now Jon Snow season 7. We're just you just moping around, going, "I'll stand by my queen." It's like my queen meaning Karen. They're gonna stand by Karen. They're gonna agree with Karen. Like if I could just take every Karen in the fucking world and just drop them on an island, I want to know how long they would last. I honestly don't think I think the Karens of the world would actually turn on each other within the first 24 hours. And then they'd all wake up and go, "Oh my god, how did we get here? Let me speak to the island manager. I need to get out of here." Like, "Oh god." Like, I hate Karens. I had a friend named Karen. I don't even like her because she is the definition of a fucking Karen. It's just some. I hate to say it, and it's not. And Karens, okay. Most people say a Karen is a white bitch. It's not. It's not. A Karen is any color of the rainbow who has a vagina and who has something not really pleasant to say, something annoying to say. It's one of those. It's one of those Karens, man, where you just I don't condone men putting hands on women, but in this case of the Karens, have at it, gentlemen. Beat a bitch, beat a Karen. I don't care. Like, beat the shit, beat the wokeness out of her. I swear. Like, at a time like this, Karens need to be beat the fuck up. Collins need to be beat up. Collins just need to, I don't know. Collins just need to disappear. They just have to go. They need to go. Like, oh my god. That's right, man. Right? And that's how I felt today with my Colin. I really wanted to kick that fool right in the balls. Oh my god, you have no idea, you guys. I probably would have lost my job today if I would have really like when you're at work and you have that fantasy in your head of like you finally snapping and it happens and you see the fantasy play out. That was the whole fantasy in my head where I literally just dropped my knife. I put my knife down nicely, walked right up to him and like just, hey man, just bam, just kicked him right square in the balls, man. Just right in the balls. That would be awesome. I would totally do that. I would totally run a cooking show for all the Karens. Oh my god, I'd make it like Survivor. Put them on a fucking island. Or I would probably do it like chop style. Maybe I could convince like Gordon Ramsay to like co-star with me. Like that would be awesome. I could get like me, Gordon Ramsay, all the Karens in the world. We'll throw them in Hell's Kitchen. We'll call it Karen's Kitchen. May the best Karen win, cause ain't none of them gonna win, cause ain't none of them can cook. Like I'm sorry, Karen, you can't boil water. Yeah, I said it. Have I seen a Karen literally burn a pot of boiled water? Yes, I have. It is possible. Never thought it'd be possible to see it, but it is fucking possible. It is possible to see a pot literally catch on fire. Hmm. And I can't believe I'm saying this over a pot of water. Eh, Yeah, yeah. Karens would not make the first round. Karens would totally not make the first round. This is one of those where there would be no winner in the Karen. I call them the Karen games. There we go. Like the Hunger Games. We can make it the Hunger Games style. We can have every every family member that has a Karen volunteer their Karen for tribute, and may the best survive. Cause it ain't gonna win. They ain't gonna win. They're all gonna die. Or we could do like a what? Oh man, what? Oh god, like a cage match with a bunch of Karens. Like put them all in there, and then just give them that one scenario. Like you're in a restaurant and you just ordered. What do you do next? And they go, can I speak to your manager? And every time they say that, they get an electric shock, like in their chair or some shit. And they'd be like, what? I said the right answer. It's like, nope, nope, try again. I don't know. The Karens need to disappear. I'm hoping once this quarantine's over, that the Karens kind of go back in their fucking Karen holes. The SJWs go back in their little holes. The people of Disney wake the fuck up and realize they fucked up Disney Star Wars in the worst way. I hope during quarantine that the creators of God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Star Trek Picard get their fucking head out of their ass and just end it. Just kill themselves and realize. I hope they pull a E-chip, dude. I want them to pull a E-chip. Justice for E-chip, though. By the way, like I really hope that they like got to rewatch the first season and go, "Oh man, we really fucked up. We really fucked up. We can't come back from this." Like, for yeah. So your wife man, wow, she melted the tea kettle. That's she got this the chef speechless on that one. That's okay. You got to tell me more, nobody, on how that happened, because I'm very curious on how your wife managed to melt the tea kettle. Like fully melt, like melt it down. Like I'm curious. Yeah, yeah. If you're still here, man, I need to know, man. I need to know. I need to know. Like I need to know that is that's very interesting. Oh, here we go. Had a terrible assistant manager once. Kept notes for a couple of weeks and went to the manager. The assistant manager just left me alone after that. Hey, man. Hey, I've done that too. I've done that too, where I've literally taken notes on certain coworkers or a certain boss, and I've taken it, to the higher ups, and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. This is why quota production shit when this person's on the clock. Blah blah blah. I've done it. Oh, it was the handle. Okay. Like how long that had to have been like, damn, how high was the heat? That's what I wanted. How high was that heat, bro? That had to have been high in order for the handle to just melt. I mean, I've I've had some tea kettles in my day, and they're pretty strong, man. Even the handles, they're. Oh, yeah. I would say it was garbage after that, buddy. I would totally say it was garbage. You know what? I was gonna say if you still had it, you should totally frame it and put it on display. It's like when your kids and your grandkids like when your grandkids in the future ask, like, Grandpa, tell us a story on how Grandma melted the tea kettle. You could show them that. And be like, well, this is what happened. It was a rainy day and blah blah blah. Oh man. Oh, this is just like awesome, awesome, awesome. Like I don't even know where to start. Like Karens, Collins, they all just need to go. They all need to go. I gotta turn off my camera real quick. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come in, I gotta figure out. Hold on. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Here we go. I know I got dead air. I'm trying. All right. Boom. Yeah. Hey, you know what? She wouldn't kill you. If anything, it'd be a reminder. It would be a reminder. It would be a reminder to anybody. Just don't leave the heat on too high. But yeah, that was pretty much my rant, man. I was gonna say if anybody wants to jump in this bitch and just rant, like this is just like a talk shit stream. Like I don't care anymore. I'm to the point where quarantine needs to end. Like quarantine needs to end. Life as we know it is no longer normal. Restaurants, dining, it's a whole nother level. Every state's going to be different when everything opens up. I'm very curious on different states and how they're going to do this with their restaurants. Like I don't even know. This is and I know and then the biggest thing is I know all of this whole quarantine, how long things are going to last, blah 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 blah. Is because it's an election year and they want to know how long. Like, how long is this going to last? Everybody knows. How long is this going to last? How long is this quarantine going to last? Is it going to last till November? Are we all going to be able to vote? And how are we going to be able to vote? That's also a question. Are we all going to do ballots in the mail? Do we all have to apply for ballots in the mail? Because I get mine in the mail. So, it's true. That is true. True fact right there, man. Yep. Yep. But you know what? But here's my big thing. Now that Disneyland in Shanghai is open, they opened it at 30% capacity on Monday. I saw a couple videos on Twitter of people that were there showing, certain rides and all that. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, for instance. They have the whole boat, one person in the front, then they skip a row, and then it's the next person skip a row, the next person skip a row. Which is okay, I guess, if you like want to ride the ride that if you're there with a family member that you just can't stand, and they're like, "Oh, they didn't make the boat." Like, yay, that's a plus. But here's my thing: I didn't see any videos on any of them getting food. That's my big thing. You go to a Disney theme park. For me, for instance, when I go to Disneyland, there's few places I have to go. One, I gotta get my big ass ice cream cone, my big ass waffle cone from the creamery, which is, oh my god. Two, I gotta go to New Orleans to get my bread bowl and clam chowder. That's a given. And three, I always try something new that I haven't tried at the park. So I'll venture out and just go out and find something new and go, oh, I've never been to this restaurant in like Adventureland or something. Boom. So, but nobody showed how they were doing it at Disneyland. Nobody showed the 6 feet of distance. Nobody showed how people were getting the food. Nobody showed anything. But yeah. So I'm curious. Um, there's swine flu. Oh yeah, the swine flu. Yeah. Hey, that was actually okay. Funny story about the swine flu. I got it when the swine flu broke out. That was that was crazy. That was crazy. Like I remember when the whole swine flu like broke out and everything, and I was like, "Oh man, I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it," and I fucking got it. I fucking got it, and I literally, when I got it, I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of the swine flu." I'm like, ugh. But in Arizona, the swine flu, when um when it kind of broke out, it broke out in restaurants, but it only broke out in the back of the house. So it had happened with every other chef at back then. So that was very interesting because not a lot of people got it in the state, but if you worked in a restaurant, there was a very good chance you were going to get it. And I was actually one of those who got it. I got vaccinated, I had to do the whole quarantine bit. I was quarantined for 21 days. That was fun. That was fun. um did the whole like I yeah, it was chef syndrome, bro. It was. It as I had to quarantine for 21 days. I had to make sure I had to go back to my doctors and make sure everything was good. Got tested. Showed up. I had to do two false. I had to do two neg. I had to test negative twice, and then I was able to go back to work. So I was out of work for the swine flu for almost a month and a couple of weeks. But that that took the life out of me, man. I mean, that was some crazy ass shit. I don't recommend anybody getting that at all. At all. That was horrible. Now, with this little COVID 19, so if you break that down, it's the 19th strain. All right, nobody. You have a good one, buddy. Much love to you, buddy. You have a good one. I will catch you later. Um, this is like the 19th strain. So you would have thought after like, the first 18 we would have had kind of a general idea what the fuck is going on, but not really. So I mean, I all I know is this whole I'm also very okay, here's another thing. Traveling. I'm curious on how everything's going to handle with the airports now. I haven't been into the airport. I haven't talked to anybody who's been flying back and forth right now during the quarantine, so I don't really know really much what's going on in airports and how they're doing this. But I'm also kind of curious on how they're going to handle this once everything's all said and done. It's like we're all going to be able to fly. It's just how are we able going to be able to fly? Like, are we still going to be able to? Are we still going to have to take off our shoes, our belts, all that good stuff? It's like, oh, that's crazy, Brett. Right? Right? Just say no, man. Ah, man, it's already been an hour already. Shit, time flies when you're talking trash. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And plus, thanks for everybody for coming out, man. This was like impromptu. This was not planned. I like literally got home. I was heated. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to turn on the camera and we're just going to go. So, this is what we're doing. We're just talking random stuff now. Because now my rant's done. The rant is done. So if you missed that, you gotta rewatch the very beginning. All the Karens and Collins of the world. I love it. I should make that into a t-shirt. Like fuck all the Karens and Collins of the world. Actually no, because I do have a buddy named Colin, and he's actually really cool. He's a really nice guy. He's not like the definition of a Colin. He's a really cool fucking dude. So I can't probably shouldn't do that. I'll just put the Jon Snow. Who doesn't love bacon, Brett? Who doesn't love bacon? It's like if you don't love bacon, then you are totally on the wrong channel right now. Because we're all bacon lovers. Like straight up. Straight up. Like, I just made a shitload of bacon today at work, man. Some Applewood smoked bacon. It's good shit. Smelled amazing. Smelled amazing. But yeah, guys, shoot. We're gone over an hour. As I say, if anybody has like any burning desires or whatever, just let's just keep rolling, man. It's like let's just keep the chat rolling. Let's just keep talking. Cause now I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. My head is clear now. Yeah. So yeah, SARS. I do remember this briefly because when the SARS happened, I was still young and dumb, so I really didn't follow it. But now that I'm older in my 30s, I'm paying more attention. Going, oh yeah, I remember when SARS came out and everybody had masks on and all that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cheese and bacon stuffed chicken breasts are amazing. That actually sounds pretty good, man. Sounds pretty. Do I have chicken breast? No, I'd have to go to the store. Eh. No, I think I'll probably bust that out tomorrow at work. I might, if I can pull it off. If I could pull this off, I might make a little video of me wrapping up some bacon wrap jalapenos and what I stuff into it at my job. That's if I can get away with it. I might be able to get away with it. I'm gonna need my boss to like be in the office, like in her office for like 15, 20 minutes in order for me to do it. But I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to show you how I do my bacon wrap jalapenos. It's pretty cool. I like how I do it, and plus what I stuff in them. It's a secret. Won't tell nobody, but you guys will be the first ones to know if I can pull it off. Hey, Kyle. Kyle's up in the chat. Fuck yeah. Yeah, so Kyle, welcome, buddy. We talked about the Karens and Collins of the world. Pretty much broke down how the world is changing, especially in restaurants with the new COVID-19 rules and regulations that restaurants are now going to have to follow by. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, in Arizona, it's 11 pages. 11 pages of rules and regulations that each restaurant must abide by. First and foremost, the health department has to, before any restaurant in Arizona opens their doors has to go through a full blown inspection. Meaning, it's not going to be your typical health inspection. They're going to go through your fridges, they're going to look at everything. But on top of that, they are ordered to take employees' temperatures. I also forgot to mention that. They have to take our temperatures on well as our boss prior our inspection. Now, everything goes well, health department goes, okay, you have the green light. That's for the back of the house. Then the health department has to go in the front of the house, do the whole front of the house inspection. Has to make sure servers, food handlers are all wearing gloves, masks at all times, no matter what. Same thing with the kitchen staff. Kitchen staff has to keep on gloves and masks on at all fucking times. Now, once that's done, they have to make sure that every restaurant is supplied with enough hand sanitizer. This is what's gonna this is what kind of gets me. You got to leave the hand sanitizer on the table. Now, how many guests do you think that dine in when all this is done and sees a bottle of hand sanitizer and goes, "Damn, I need a bottle." How many tables do you think in a shift? Let's just say restaurant opens at 8 in the morning and they close at 3 in the afternoon. How many bottles of sanitizer do you think will be stolen by a guest in that day? I want to know. Somebody better write an answer in the chat, man, because I got a pretty general idea on how many bottles of sanitizer will be stolen once this is all happening, because you have to leave it on the table so the guests can hand sanitize their hands, and then we have to have a hand sanitizer thing outside the bathrooms, inside the bathroom, outside and inside the bathrooms. Gotta have one by the front door. Seven. You think seven? All right, all right. 7 bottles of sanitizer. Okay, because you got to think, if it's a typical restaurant, you got tables at 6 feet apart. You average between 2 to 4 guests. You know, so each table's got a thing of sanitizer. You think it's seven? All right, all right, all right. Well, if it does have, if it, yeah, yeah. There you go. That's what I was doing. Yeah, that sanitizer will be gone in no time flat. About dozen the first day. Yep, exactly. Because people are gonna start going, oh my god, restaurants have hand sanitizers. We don't have to go to the store and try to like hunt down. Okay, motherfuckers. Here's another thing. Okay, I get it. Y'all fucked up and stole like every hand sanitizer in the world. But why did y'all have to go for? I know, I understand. Y'all had to go for the aloe vera as well. Now, people in Arizona have fucked up because why? We skipped spring. I ain't gonna lie. We skipped spring and we went right into summer where the summer heat is on, meaning there's gonna be a lot of sunburns, a lot of suntans. Now, what does that require? Some aloe vera. And what does this state have a shortage on right now? Aloe vera. Because why? Everybody and their mom bought a plant, which is cool. I highly recommend you get an aloe vera plant. Aloe vera plants are awesome. But two, y'all figured it out going, oh, we can use it as hand sanitizer. Now that you're using it for hand sanitizer and y'all are getting sunburned, now we got to hear the Karens again going, oh my god, I got sunburnt and there's no aloe vera. Let me talk to your manager. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I can't find it on Amazon. I can't find it here. Because it's on you, Karens. It's on you, Karens, because y'all stole 'em. I'm gonna tell my boss that if we're gonna do it, I'm gonna tell my boss I get some hand tire. It smells like rotten fish. I am. I'm totally gonna tell my. I'm gonna tell my boss that like we gotta find some sanitizer. It's either that or I'll just drip a little bit of the. I got some cod. We got cod. I can drip some cod in there. Some of the cod juice in. That would really. Oh my god! I could just imagine. I can imagine the Karens go, "Oh my god, the sanitizer smells like fish." Yeah, apparently, apparently so. I didn't know it either. I guess it does because I don't know. All I know is that a friend of mine had a sunburn and they were at work and I was like, "Oh yeah, let me go to the store and grab you thing of like freaking aloe vera." Couldn't find it. Had to ask the cashier. I was like, "Hey, where's all the aloe vera?" They said, "Oh, people figured out you could use it as hand sanitizer." And I'm like, "Oh my god." Like, are you serious? You can use it as hand sanitizer. So yeah, still haven't looked into it. Still don't care. But it's just like, why? Oh man, that sucks right there. Right. Like, God, man. Yeah, eh, yeah. Usually people use it for a burn. I use aloe vera for if I burn myself in the kitchen. I get like a really bad third-degree burn. I will use aloe vera to kind of heal it up. You know, but I don't use. I've never fucking used it for sanitizer, just to sanitize my hand. I've never fucking used it for that. Like, yeah, I've gotten a sunburn. Yes, we do burn. Women, people of color do burn. I've used aloe vera as for a burn, so I wouldn't peel, or I was starting to peel. I've used that, but I've never have used it for sanitizer. Now, I don't. So yeah, I'm just yeah. Like I said, this is a new world. People are coming up with some weird fucking shit. Weird fucking shit. It's like we're gonna use what alcohol and we're gonna make some moonshine. We're gonna use sanitize. We're gonna use aloe vera and make it as sanitizer. I mean, I've got people making local hand sanitizers. Okay, in Arizona, they're making their own sanitizers. I've got people on the corners, man, that went to Costco or Sam's Club, opening their trunks on the sides of the road saying toilet paper for sale, selling them out the trunks of their cars. Like, like it's to the point where now where you go into stores and you go down the certain toilet paper aisle and you've got security. Like, you've got security watching you, making sure that you grab one thing of toilet paper and one thing of Jesus, wipes, moist towelettes, all that, man. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start making that. I'm gonna go, hey, if you use gasoline as sanitizer, you could use gasoline as sanitizer. What really makes it work is you gotta light a match on your hands. I want to see how many dumb fucks do it. I want to see how many. If I'm gonna start that rumor. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna go. You can use gasoline as a sanitizer to activate the gasoline. To activate the sanitizer, all you have to do is light your hand. Boom. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. People will do anything now if you tell them. Like I bet you if we said, I bet you if I said Pepsi is the new sanitizer, people would start buying Pepsi like a motherfucker, which that would piss me off. But they would probably do it, going, "Oh man, I heard Pepsi's like the new sanitizer. It sanitizes the shit, yeah. It also attracts bees." It's like, before all this, life was good. Before Corona, we were able to do things. We were able to go places. Now it's like it's kind of. I feel like we're kind of in a time warp, like before amusement parks and before anything was really popping, like really up and about, like how the world was, like where you had to figure out what to do. It's like before the internet. I feel like I was when I was a kid. Before the internet, what did I have to do to entertain myself? Well, I had sports, and that's not happening. So it's like, okay. It's like, what do I have? It's like I do. I totally feel like we're in a time warp where we have to like refigure out how to live, how to be, just how we have to, like the big thing is now is nobody wants to do a handshake. Nobody wants to do a handshake anymore. It's all about bumping elbows. It's like, dude, do you realize your elbow is disgusting? You know, like you bump elbows, man. That's still no. It's like in kitchens, we don't handshake. If anything, we bump fists. It's like boom, bump fists. Dude, just don't touch elbow. I mean, yeah, let's bump some elbows. Get the fuck out of here. Bump some fucking elbows. Like, it's funny watching politicians. Like they give a speech and they're all bumping elbows. They're all coming in here just. It looks stupid. It looks stupid. Just walk up to somebody, boom, light it up. Just boom, touch knuckles. Every sporting event does it now. They bump knuckles or they kind of like look at each other and just tip the cap or whatever. But y'all look like a bunch of fucking birds bumping elbows. It looks stupid. And I get it, y'all are trying to be safe and all that, but it looks stupid. Stop. And then watch, I'll probably get some like troll in the chat, some Karen in the chat going, "Oh my god, I'm gonna report this channel talking about Karen." Ugh. Right? Kyle, I used to play sports. I could have went professional, but injuries happen. Bad things happen to good people. So that's why I don't play sports professionally. I I dislocated my knee playing basketball. That was not fun. Not fun. Heck yeah, man. Bow to the Buddha within. Like, for instance, like I don't even I think this weekend in my state, I think uh, I think they're allowing churches to open. So they're not doing the whole Zoom church bit. So I'm curious to see how the house of God is going to social distance the congregation. It's like I'm curious on how churches are going to be with the whole 6 feet of separation, social distancing. It's like, and then you've got malls that are wanting to reopen. How the fuck are you gonna control the malls? How are you gonna control the capacity through the malls? There ain't nobody. Like there ain't nobody that's gonna be like, oh my god, we're in the mall. Let's flood. They're gonna flood the malls, man. Heck yeah, Philip, you take it easy, buddy. I will see you later, man. Like I'm curious. I'm curious on how everything's gonna act when everything opens up, man. This is just gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. We're coming into a new order, a new world, a new form of politics that I could say that I'm not enjoying. I'm really not enjoying this cat and mouse game of politics. I'm not enjoying this game of do you qualify for a stimulus? Do you not qualify for, unemployment? It's like if you lost your fucking job, you should automatically get unemployment throughout all of this. I mean, honestly, we've got God, we've got almost half the population. Almost half of America is unemployed right now, man. This is sad. And, to the people who say that restaurants and small businesses are not frontliners throughout this whole thing, that it's the nurses and the doctors. I get it. Nurses and doctors, yeah, you guys are holding down the front line, the fort. But you know what? It's people like me that are also helping you out too. Because without me, you wouldn't be able to take home your fucking food. It's like this could have went south real hard. As I try to tell some of my buddies, this all could have happened in a whole different way. And they started shutting businesses down. You imagine if McDonald's said, we're shutting down Burger King, Hardee's, Jackbox. In my state, we call it, there's a EG's, which is amazing. I'm so glad they didn't close that. Every restaurant you could think of in your state decided to shut down. What the fuck y'all gonna do? What were y'all gonna do if that would have happened? But technically, to the Karens and Collins of the world, we're not essential workers. We don't matter. So, to the Karens and Collins of the world, I say, fuck you, cooks and everybody else like us running the front lines, just like doctors and nurses. We're heroes too, because we're keeping y'all full, we're keeping y'all safe. It's like we're also putting our lives and job, we're putting our lives on the line, man. You know? Exactly. 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 You close everything. You close it, exactly. If you think about it, when all this happened, the whole world could have shut down. Everybody could have closed their doors. Restaurants, everybody. And then what? You'd have Amazon, but then Amazon would be flooded. Amazon would be like, "We can't keep up with this." And watch, they probably would have been like, "You know what? Fuck it. We're done too." Then what? Oh my god. See, nobody really thinks about the what if situation. Everybody's right now, their main focus right now is I want to get back to work. I need to make money. Da 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 da. But you got to realize right now, it's summer break. School's over. Technically, we're doing Zoom graduations for kids that didn't complete the year, which I got issues on that. You got seniors who did not complete the year who are graduating. I'm sorry. Everybody needs to redo the year. Like I'm sorry. Unless your school was still open and you were still able to get your credits to get your ass graduated, by all means get that diploma. But if you're one of those schools that shut down and you didn't do anything for the rest of the year but you still get a diploma, you, no. Cuz I like to think I like to think in a big picture, especially about this. It's one of those where the world could have stopped. We could have stopped as soon as New York shut down everything. Like we could have shut down everything. Could you imagine? Well, I mean, there are no Ubers, no lifts. There's no more Ubers. There's no more lifts. But could you imagine that one day during quarantine, if every restaurant, every corporation in America said we're shutting down our doors, people would lose their minds because one, for the ones who don't cook, would have to force themselves to learn to cook, and then the ones that do cook, like myself, would go, oh fuck, I got to do my job, and then I got to go home and cook. It's like no, I'm grateful for businesses being open. I'm grateful that my job is still open through all this time. We didn't have my bosses didn't have to be open. They could have closed it and been like, "Hey, y'all, get your unemployment. We'll let y'all know." No, my bosses were badass. We rode it through. We're riding through. We're going through. We're powering through. You know, it's just one of those where I had somebody tell me a couple days ago that I was not considered a frontline hero because I work in a restaurant. And I kind of stung. That's pretty much when I started my little rant. That's when I was starting getting heated. And then you fast forwarded today with my little issue with my version of Jon Snow at work. It was starting to build up where I was just like, you know what? I gotta live stream. I gotta let my people know. I gotta let Chef Nation know what the fuck is going on with Americans. Only in Arizona, because I don't really know what's going on with every other American. I can only speak for people that live in this state. But it struck me. It struck me when I walked into a Walgreens to go pick up something, and I was in my chef uniform, and I had a lady tell me, "What makes you think you're some kind of fucking hero wearing your chef uniform?" And I said, "What makes me a fucking hero is the fact that my business is still open, and you probably eaten there. You probably took something home. You're welcome. That's what makes me a fucking hero because I supplied your family with food." And you didn't have to cook it. I made it. So there you go. You're welcome. Like it's gonna be different. Television shows are even gonna be different, especially the cooking shows. Now, like I don't think okay, so for instance, like Chopped, that'll probably stay the same because they have social distance. They're pretty stretched out on that show. You know what I mean? They're pretty spaced out. And then you've got like what? Like then you've got like shows that I watch like Hell's Kitchen where they're in teams and they're like together. Now, that might be a little different on how Chef Ramsay, if he does continue with Hell's Kitchen, how he's going to manage that. Like, and then you've got, oh man, I'm blanking on chef shows right now. I'm blanking on cooking shows right now. Oh my God. But I'm curious to see how cooking shows are gonna how they're gonna be different. Those are gonna be different. Television shows in general, they'll figure it out if they figure it out. But it's the reality television shows that I'm like, well, shit. How is this gonna act? Because you got diners, dive-ins, and drives. You got Triple D, that dude. Guy Fieri, he does his stuff, and then you've got like Beat Bobby Filet. That that shows pretty social distance if you think about it, because you got one dude on one kitchen, you got Bobby Filet on the other. But then you got the pantry, which is together, but I mean they could probably separate that. One person's got their pantry, another person's got their pantry. It's just all about how everything's gonna change. The way we go out, The way we go to movies, if they open again, if and when they open again, they're going to be different. The way we dine out is about to change. All I ask is if you do dine out when your restaurant does open, just go by their rules. Just listen because it's harder for us than it is for you. We don't want to have to give you these rules, but in order for us to stay afloat and stay open, we have to give you these rules. And we're just asking, please, if you want to give us your money, you want to dine in with us, you have to go by these rules and regulations. If not, then we're going to have to go, no, bye. We can't serve you. This is just buckle up. All I got to say, folks, is buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride up until, and I hate to say it, it's going to be a wild ride up until election day. Whoever the Democratic candidate is, which I think it's Angry Joe and versus Trump, it's going to be a bumpy ride. How they're going to do the debates. If they do the debates, is it going to be via Zoom, or are they going to have both candidates in a room where, the podiums are, separated and you have the moderator, but you don't have any people in, in the facility? It's going to be different. We're already starting to see a little changes in Washington on how they're doing certain things, but you know what? They're not acting fast enough right now. They're not acting. They're not on it right now. And her name is Nancy. She fucked up Pelosi. You know, she's preventing a lot of small businesses from getting money. She's preventing a lot of people in general, family, friends of mine, from getting what they deserve. I never asked for anybody to retire, but I'm asking for her to step the fuck down so we can actually get America back up and running. Stock market's only going worse. Like I tell people, now's the time to invest because once all this is over and everybody starts going back up, guess what? Stocks are gonna fucking skyrocket. People are gonna make money. So it's like if you had a number in your head of what you've always wanted to make, now's the time. Now's the fucking time. But anyways, I mean, I'm running out of words. I'm running out. I'm can't talk. Can't talk. But like, share, subscribe. Also, tonight I won't be on there, but I'm gonna plug them in anyways. But Exiled Opinions will be on tonight later. I think at like 8 p.m. Eastern, something like that. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, they will be on there. I'm on there on Fridays and Saturday nights. So if that's why, in case you don't see me on my channel or anybody else's channel, I'm over on Exile Opinion. So that's becoming a really cool thing. Like this is becoming a weekly thing where I'll be over there on Fridays and Saturday nights, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah. So if you don't see me on my main channel, I'm usually on with Frank and Heather and Doku and amongst others on Exiled Opinions. That's where I am. That's pretty much where I am. And then every once in a while, I'll be on the chat with Jesse on his channel as well. So if you're pretty much trying to find out where I'm trying my best to let everybody know where I'm at. Like I'm trying my best to let everybody know where I'm at in like everything because it's like it's crazy. Because like now that everybody's quarantined and it's like we're live streaming like crazy. Oh man. Let's see, I was taking a bong toke the other day with all the neighbors and their family over. I started coughing a bit and all the noises my neighbors do. See, and that's another thing people are freaking out over. It's like, oh my god. Somebody sneeze. Oh my god. Okay, so the other day. Okay, shit. Now that I've thought about it, thank you for bringing that up, Brett. Oh, like the other day, I can't remember what store I was at, but somebody sneezed, and all of a sudden you just hear like this old lady. She's like 6 feet, and it's like, what the fuck? It was one of those like, what the fuck? Like she sneezed, and everybody kind of went like, and like looked and was like, who the fuck? And you got this old lady because she could see people kind of to get closer than she's 6 feet, and then you see people go. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, we're going that route. We're going that route. It's like people cough, people freak out. They go, oh my god, you coughed. You've got the COVID. Oh, you sneezed. You've got the COVID. It's like, are you fucking serious, people? Are you fucking serious? It's like, no, 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 no. It's like, oh well, it's a cough, it's a sneeze. It's like, you should be smart enough. Exactly, exactly. It's allergy season, people, and that's what people are freaking out. It's like everybody knows it's allergy season, and it's like everybody knows people are gonna cough, people are gonna sneeze, and yeah, everybody knows a cough and a sneeze is more than 6 feet. Like seriously. Like everybody knows. It's like just take the like do you remember when you first like ever like sneeze and your parents said what? Cover your mouth. And they'd show you the way. So you sneeze into here. Boom boom boom. Inside right here, inside your elbow. Sneeze into that. Cover your mouth. Like you're kind of doing a dab, but just just a chew, boom. Like it's just people need to calm the fuck down. Everybody needs to calm down. Everybody needs to take a breath. I get it. People are getting stir crazy because why? One, it's summer. Two, you got to realize this is a brand new summer vacation for everybody because why? Disneyland ain't open. I think the Disney World Water Park, I can't remember the name of it, is getting ready to open. And they're going to have their little rules and regulations as well. I'm curious to see that because I will be tuning into Geeks and Gamers pop park hopping on that one when Drunk 3PO goes into there. I want to see literally what's going on in that water park and see how they're gonna do it. Um, like everybody just needs to calm the fuck down. It's like I get it. If you have a friend or a family member right? Do the smoker's cough. Hey, I actually cleared the liquor aisle at the grocery store just by sneezing. Like I just need to get a case of red Angry Orchard, and like these Karens wouldn't get out of the way. Is so I had to sneeze, and I sneezed, and they go, "Oh my god, we're out! Oh my god, we're totally out of here!" And I went and got my beer. So it works. It works. Right? Okay, so that's another thing. That's another thing. The gyms are closed, so guess what? Everybody's diet is officially broken. Everybody's diet's out the fucking window. Like seriously, everybody's diet's out the window. Everybody's eating like a stoner because they're just like, oh, what are we gonna do today? I don't know. Let's go eat. Let's get some carry out. So, so I guess it's a good time to start smoking weed during quarantine. That's right, Jesse's cough. Oh my god, that cough. Dude, that guy will clear the whole fucking store with that cough. Jesus. Jesse's cough, yeah, that Jesse's cough would clear the whole fucking store. But yeah, so it's crazy because even my diet, I'm not gonna lie, even my diet went out the fucking window with quarantine. I was doing really well before quarantine. I was doing really, really well, and then quarantine hit, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Them cheeseburgers are looking fucking good. Them chicken nuggets are looking bomb. The fucking pizzas are looking good as fuck. Fried chicken's looking bomb as fuck. Like I probably during quarantine, I've probably gained like 20 fucking pounds. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie because all I do pretty much is I go to work for about 8 to 10 hours, depending on my day, and then I come home. I got a quarantine. So I'm usually just boom, just eating, watching YouTube or streaming with y'all. It's like it's so bad. Like my Pepsi habit has gone up the like my Pepsi habit has gone up the chain, man. So like I said, if anybody wants to send me some Pepsi, that would be awesome. It's got to be regular Pepsi, or I like the vanilla. What is it? Cherry vanilla, or it's just vanilla. Or it might be just vanilla Pepsi. Fuck, I can't remember. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Hey, man, I'll do a Dr. Pepper. I'll do a DP every once in a while, man. DP's pretty good shit. I just find it after a while to be like really too sweet, super sweet after a while. It's like, please do not send me Coca Cola products. Ugh. I'll give them to my mom. She enjoys that shit. She enjoys Coca Cola. Yeah, no. I keep it in the Pepsi family. Like, I'll drink Pepsi, Dr. Pepper. If it's Mountain Dew, I only do the Mountain Dew code red. And then other than that, I like drinking the Arizona iced teas, the honey, the green tea with honey. That one's pretty bomb. The watermelon Arizona iced tea's fucking fire. The strawberry one's pretty good too. Damn, Brett. Hey man, having a great Hey, oh man, Arizona iced tea's the shit. It's the shit. Like I said, the green tea with the honey, the strawberry. They got a raspberry. Fuck. And a watermelon. There it is. That one. Now, Red Bull came out with a good new flavor, the watermelon. Holy shit. That's addicting. That is addicting. Their new summer edition, the watermelon Red Bull is delish. Oh, hey, A&W, bro. A&W. Hey, I'll do that with the root beer float. Baja Blast. Only time I get a Baja Blast is when I'm at Taco Bell. The always delicious Taco Bell. That's the only time I get a Baja Blast. I don't know why, but that's the only time I'll go and get like a Baja Blast is when I go to Taco Bell and get my order and they go, "What do you want to drink?" I'm like, "Baja Blast." But anywhere else, I won't drink it. I don't know what it is about Taco Bell and Baja Blast. They're perfect marriage. Oh god, I'm getting hungry. And I got family dinner in like 2 hours. Oh god, I got like 2 hours I gotta kill. I have 2 hours I gotta kill before family dinner. Oh no shit. They have Baja Blast at Walmart. Hmm. Ooh. There you go. If that's true, if you can find it, I'll drink a jolt. I will drink a jolt if I can find it. Every once in a while on a blue moon, I will drink a jolt. Yeah, A&W, bro. A&W has like yes, burgers and chili. There's like oh my god. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like the ultimate bacon cheeseburger at A&W or deluxe bacon cheeseburger. That burger, holy shit, got me through high school, bro. Oh my god, because right by my high school they had an A&W, and oh my god, I would go during lunch and go get that burger and a large root beer float, and then of course smoke a joint. And then I'd have I was a teacher's assistant on the next class after lunch, so I would literally bring in my A&W and be sitting a bunch of fucking freshmen sitting in class, and I'd be whipping out my burger and chili cheese fries, going, "This is good," and eating it in front of them. I was a bad TA. I was a bad TA in high school, but whatever. They all learned. Oh man, dude, I just remember I just found out we got a 7-Eleven in Arizona. It's still around. I just found that out. I was like, cool, because I wanted a slushy the other day. See, this is why the quarantine needs to end. I need to get back on my diet. I need to get back. I need to like drop some weight so I can get back in my swimsuit gear. Cause oh my god, this is horrible. All right. Okay, well, I was gonna say, all right, Brett, we're pretty much the same weight, except I've gained like maybe like 10, so I'm about like one. Even though women should never reveal their weight, but fuck it, it's me. It's like I'm about like 150, 155 ish. So I've gained a little bit, just a little bit. That's because I just keep smoking, I keep eating, and it's just, yeah, yeah. Like I said before all this, I was maintaining it where I wasn't smoking as much weed. I mean, I was eating, but I wasn't like fucking just like kicking it with like what God, what did I just buy at the store? Like a 30 pack of like cookies and donuts and Pepsi. Cause why? One of my favorite restaurants isn't open, so I can't like get the Greek. I can't get my Greek food. Oh my god, I miss it. I miss it. This shit needs to end. I'm ready. So I'm hoping on the 15th, coming up in damn 3 days. Hopefully in 3 days, I will be able to get my euro, my Greek sandwich. I'll be able to, oh, I don't know, look at all the Karens in the world and go, fuck you, you cannot see my manager. No, you cannot. Get the fuck out. And if my boss asks, like, she had a 101-degree temperature. That's why I kicked that Karen out. So that's what I'm thinking. This is how we're gonna get the Karens out of the world, out of the restaurants. Is if every restaurant has to do the whole temperature bit, and you get that bitch who's like, "Oh my god, I don't want to have my temperature taken." You go, "Well, Karen, you don't have to today. Today we've got a deal where it's gonna make your life a living." And she'll, "What?" And be like, "You're out of here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, Karen. Deuces, Karen." So it might be a good thing. Oh yeah, and then I bought like a bunch of fucking suckers. I bought a bunch of fucking suckers yesterday too. Cause why? I've been craving sweets. My quarantine sweet tooth is like off the fucking charts right now. It's not good. It's not good, folks. Like I'm about ready to like yeah, there it is. That's the new sign, Kyle. That's the new sign right there that's gonna go on every fucking restaurant. No mask, no temp, no service. Boom. That is probably going to be the newest sign that's going to be popping up in every fucking restaurant. I hate to say it, but that's probably what's going to happen. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If you can't play by the rules, then guess what? You don't get to eat. You could go sit in your car while your family wears their mask, gets their temperature taken, and they get service, and you're just being that dumb fucking Karen or that dumb fucking Kyle that sits there going, I wanted a burger. Man, I don't want to wear a mask. And then you get that one girl, I don't want to wear a mask while I'm in here. I just want to take it off and order and just have a nice, pleasant meal. Ooh, there's sanitizer. I'm going to steal that. And then if you steal it and go, ma'am, did you take this in? I want to speak to your manager. It's like, fuck. It, yeah, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Yeah, same with us. Same with us, Kyle. Our bus system and yeah, our restaurants. Well, the bus system before restaurants required masks. So, but now that we've just gotten our rules, every restaurant has to wear a mask. Every front of the house, every back of the house has to wear a mask. So we got to adjust. It's just the fact that I'm in the fucking desert and it's fucking hot. And the last thing I want to do is wear extra clothing, aka a mask on my face. So it's one of those where I'm getting used to it. You know, I'm getting used to it. Oh, I will do that. I will totally look that up, buddy. I will totally look that up, man. Like, hell yeah, because I need to start, like, kind of getting back in shape, because it's almost summer. You know, got to get in that pool body. It's not like I'm going to the beach this summer. Yeah, you can't eat with a mask on. Awkward. It is. It's very awkward. It's awkward when, like, for instance, Mother's Day, I literally had a moment where I had my mask on. We all had our masks on. It was hot. We were rolling. We were just banging out orders left and right, just bang, 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 bang. And I totally forgot. I was like, I had my glass of water, and I totally forgot I had my mask on. And so I did the whole boat, and I was like, and water went all down my front of my jacket, which was fine because it was nice and cold anyways. So it kind of cooled me off. But it was one of those where I'm like, son of a bitch. It's like one more thing I have to take off in order to drink my drink and then put it back down and mask back up and then go back and do my job. It was a pain in the ass. And I was just like, are you fucking serious? So that is one thing I'm not happy about. But like I said, I'm playing by the rules. I'm taking it in stride. I'm going motion for motion through all of it. If the rules change to the point where they go, you guys don't have to wear masks, I'll be like, thank you. But for right now, while America is reopening, we're all gonna have to wear masks. Like, I'm thinking about maybe just sleeping with a fucking mask. I don't know. You know, like, yeah. I was gonna say, man, that's the thing. That's one thing that most people don't know. So, fun fact about the back of the house and the front of the house. Most people don't know the front of the house, it's air conditioned. So we can do the whole climate control, all that shit for the guests. What most people don't know in the back of the house, it's, in Arizona, I'll just use my state for example. 90% of the restaurants in Arizona in the back of the house are swamp coolers, meaning you're fucked. Especially right now when it's over 100 degrees and the pads don't get wet enough and cold enough where we're sitting there and it's just you feel it. And then case in point, what was it? 2 days ago, it rained. So guess what we had on top of a swamp cooler? Humidity that you could feel and it's thick and you go, "Ugh," can't breathe. Now, you add a mask to that where you've been literally breathing and sweating in it all day. Yeah, it's fucking miserable. I don't wish this upon anybody. I'm hoping, I'm hoping that they come up with something better than this because I don't want to see a bunch of chefs get pissed. I don't want to see a bunch of us fucking riot going, we ain't going. We ain't fucking wearing them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I still do. I still do. I still do. Like, case in point, my boss was trying to look for me for 20 minutes today. Where was I? I was in the walk in. I was in the walk in with my little freaking, with my little milk crate, just chilling. Just sitting on it, just chilling. Oh yeah, right there. There it is. Case in point. Thank you, Kyle. I was gonna say, back of the house during the rush runs about 90 to 100 degrees or higher with the dish room. Exactly. When you've got the dishes going and you've got cooks and you've got bodies rolling, the temperature gets hot, man. It gets hot. And then if you add a swamp cooler, it gets even hotter. And then if you add, oh, we've got weather like rain, humidity, it gets stuffy, hotter, nasty. It's miserable. It's one of those. I don't pray it upon anybody. This is bullshit because we just got our rules last week, and so we've been trying to get used to wearing masks all day, and I mean, I could go half a day. I can go half my shift wearing a mask, and after that, I have to take it off. I gotta take it off because it's so hot. Oh, nice, man. Nice. That's good. Yeah. We had a guest, one of our regulars, was cool enough, and she made all of us employees customized masks. So that was pretty freaking cool where we could all I mean, mine's custom. So mine's a customized. Where is it? Hold on, let me turn off my cam and grab it. Okay, okay. Let's see. So mine. All right. So this is made by a guest. She made this personally for me. It's a stormtrooper mask. So So I pretty much walk around at work with a badass custom made stormtrooper mask made by one of our regulars because she cares about us so much and she's looking out for our safety. That so she couldn't find a Star Trek one, which is I don't care, but I bought a badass stormtrooper like mask. So so I guess that's one of the cool perks of having it. I mean, she like even apologized. She's like, I was trying to find something Star Trek for you. She's like, I hope you don't mind. It's Star Wars. And then I threw out the question. I'm like, was it Disney Star Wars or like Star Wars? And she's like, no, it's Star Wars. And I was like, okay, cool. Because if it was like, like Kylo Ren or Ray, some shit, I would have been like, thanks, but no thanks. But she got me the actual, the cool stormtroopers, dude, the ones that are legit, not the ones that you see in the new Disney Star Wars, the ones you see in the oldies. That's the badass. And then she's got like, and then it was like some badass print. So, but yeah, that's what I got. That's what I wear at work, man. That's right. That's right. That's right. Come to the dark side. We got cookies and masks. That's right. We got cookies and masks on the dark side. Who wouldn't want to join? We got cookies, masks, and bacon. Like shit. On this, I was gonna say on the dark side, we got like a couple chefs. Myself, Brian, Frank the Wiener Dog. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to join our dark side? You got a kick-ass baker and Heather. Who wouldn't want to join our dark side? Shoot, I would join. Shit. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, I gotta wear it. It's a little thick, but I gotta wear it. So it's pretty cool though. I'm grateful that I got it. Right? Okay, so I just started my Teespring. So I'm coming up with a few ideas. So, cuz I got my Teespring and then I started something else because I found out through this other website I can do hats and beanies. So I think I might use that one and start making some Chef Nation, some chef stuff. Cause yeah, I gotta get some merch. Cause I've had a couple people ask me about some merch, and I'm like, I should make it. It's like I will do that. I'm just gotta come up with like a couple really cool designs. Oh yeah, this okay. This mask, okay, so this is actually it's really easy to breathe, and I do wear glasses, so it doesn't fog up my glasses, so that's a plus. So I enjoy it a lot because that was also my big thing. I'm like, dude, I wear my glasses when I'm at work, man. It's like I don't want to be fogging up. Only time I fog up is when I go back and forth into the walk-in or into the freezer. That's when my body heats like my glasses fog up. But that's only the time. But when I'm wearing my mask, they don't fog up at all, so I don't have that issue yet. Let's just say I'd say that yet. Like yeah. So, but like yeah. So I mean, like I said, people just need to calm down, take a breath, just woosah. Just keep doing just live life, man. So what? You're limited. So what? You can't go to the mall. So what? We all can't get tattoos and piercings right now. I'm a little pissed off at that too because I really, really wanted to get another tattoo, but I'm willing to wait. It's like, so what? I've got, I'm waiting for my little audio store to come back to business so they can finish installing my subwoofer in my car, which would be great because then I can have like a badass stereo system. Even though my stereo's badass in my car, anyways, it's just gonna be more bumping, be banging. I'm waiting. I'm not like everybody else. Like they need to open. They need to open now. No, I'm being patient. It's like the only thing I'm kind of anxious about is I need to get to GameStop because I gotta cancel a certain pre-order by a certain Naughty Dog. Yeah, because I realized I could not remember if I did um pre-order The Last of Us 2, and Chef fucked up and did pre-order it. So I got to get my monies back. I mean, I still have Cyberpunk 2020 pre-ordered. I'm still gonna play that, even though now they're talking now about the whole you can, I guess, expand your junk in your trunk and all that good shit in that game. I don't care. I don't really care. I don't care that, you can do that. Like, yeah. Hey, we got a bunch of that. We got a bunch of those running around, man. It got to the point where they had an overrun at Walmart of motherfuckers running in with skeleton face masks where they had to have the cops called because they thought they were robbing the place, and no, people were just shopping. Just shopping. It was like a family of Mexicans who were all wearing the same fucking skeleton mask. And they thought the whole family was going in there to rob Walmart. So, yeah. Right? I was gonna say, nobody blames me for canceling this fucking game. Nobody. I mean, honestly. Okay, one, I have played The Last of Us. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked the co-op that you could play on it. It was pretty cool. And then this whole Last of Us 2, when they got announced, I was like, "Oh shit, okay, cool, naughty, all right, cool." They announced it like right then and there. Once, excuse me, um, Last of Us came out and it like really took off. I was like, "Okay, they're gonna make a second one." And now you fast forward to this bullshit where they show you what's going on, and it's like, "Are you serious? A bunch of isophobes in a fucking video game I don't want." It's like, one, you're also gonna kill my boy Joel in the worst fucking way possible. So here come the memes. And on top of that, there was an article that came out like a few days ago from the guy who voices the guy Joel, and he was trying to attempt to have PlayStation's back and all that shit, going, "Oh, people want to talk shit about stills and all this shit in a game. It's just a video game. You really think that, we would show all of it?" Yes, I do, because you did. So that is why and I'm done with Naughty Dog. I'm done with them. Like, this might, and I hate to say it, but this might be my last PlayStation I buy, because the way Sony's going, PlayStation's going with the whole PS5 and all this other shit, it's like I'm thinking about going back to my old school ways, which is computer, man. Thinking about buying me a computer, a new one, and just tricking it out to be a badass gaming computer and go from there. You know, right? Yeah. See, I don't even buy Apple. I don't even buy Apple. Like, a bunch of my friends want me to get an iPhone. I'm like, why? What's the point of getting an iPhone? You know, like, yeah. Like, I go to Walmart every once in a while. I try not to go to Walmart, but there's just some things that I can only get at Walmart that I know are cheaper. So, yeah. Oh, they closed your guys' they closed your guys' walking trails? Okay, so they closed one of our mountains so you can't hike, but all the other parks and stuff are open, which is weird. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't even know. Like, my state, we do shit in the weirdest way, man. The weirdest fucking way. This whole quarantine has been weird as shit. It was like, it's like when you're getting ready to shut down and you slowly turn off like each deck of lights. It was like, for the state of Arizona, it was, the first was, oh God, what was the first thing that we shut down? Oh, we shut down the mall. So it's like, dish. And then we went from the malls to God, what else did they do? Oh, ballparks. So you couldn't go to like our version of our Keno Sports Park, or like a sports park that we have for professional soccer and all that good stuff. And then it was schools. But then they had, okay, some schools are going to stay open, some schools aren't. Then they said, fuck it, we're going to shut down all the schools. And then it was small local businesses, which I was like, seriously? You're going to shut down the local business, the family owned local businesses? Okay. And then it went from that to we're going to do restaurants and everything else, movie theaters. Movie theaters were pretty much the last thing to go. The last thing to shut down here were fucking movie theaters because they were trying so hard to keep them open. But you know, AMC, we have an AMC, Harkins, and Roadhouse Cinemas. So that was the last. That was the very last thing to go. And you know what the funny thing is? Our fucking public pools are still open. Yeah, our hiking trails in Arizona are still open. We don't have a beach, but we got lake. We have a lake, like Havasu. That's still open. You can still go swimming, like in pools and everything. Um, yeah, like they never shut it down. I'm like, okay, well, see, wow, that's crazy. Movie theaters and the malls were first. Damn. Yeah, movie theaters and the malls were kind of like the last thing, because they were still trying to have hope. We were still trying to have hope that it was only gonna last. Like they honestly, the whole state of Arizona thought we were gonna only have like a 2 week quarantine. They only thought we were gonna do this for 14 days. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there laughing on my ass, going, "We gonna be quarantined for like a month, 2 months, and now we're getting ready to start month number two." Woo, woo. Which it's only gonna get worse because as long, like I said, the longer this quarantine happens, and if things backtrack and people have to go back on unemployment, this is only gonna push back the government worse. That means more unemployment's gonna have to come out. And it's just, ah, man, yeah. I feel you. I feel you on that, Jeff. Yeah, and I mean, my governor, Doug douchebag Ducey, he wanted on Mother's Day, he wanted to do a trial run of every restaurant opening on Mother's Day. And the restaurants that are open, like my job, we all said no. We said no. Oh man, no. 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 Your smoke shop's closed. Oh no. Oh my god, Brett. Oh my god. How are you holding up, bro? Mm, mm. Our smoke shops, our dispensaries, our liquor stores are they never shut down. They didn't. They pretty much were like, "Try me, motherfucker." Like our smoke shops, they said, "Try me. We will just." Like the cool thing is in one of my smoke shops they have a bar door, so it's kind of like a screen door. So you got the employees inside, and you walk up, you got the security guard outside, just in case, you got some crackhead or some dumbass doing some stupid shit. And then you pretty much walk up there and you go, hey, you got a mask, you have your mask or whatever. They got masks on and stuff. And then you just pretty much tell them what you want. It's like, I need a piece. And then you have to like stick your head, try to get your head in there to see and go, I want that pipe right there. Or I want that bong right there. Or I want that. It's like it's weird, but you know what? They stayed open, so it's like I'm all about it. Like it's like yes, yeah. Yeah, the recession, man. Like this is like I keep trying to tell buddies of mine and friends and family, like this is not your typical. This ain't gonna be your typical bounce back. It's kind of like the great. Not. I can't even say this is gonna be like the Great Depression because in the Great Depression, I mean, that shit was depressing. It was depressing reading in history books. It was depressing even like talking about it in general. But it's gonna be weird because we live in a digital age where cash is now started to become back to the currency where everybody stopped using the banks because as soon as all this happened, it was kind of like Y2K. If anybody was alive to remember that, I was. Like when the year 2000 hit, everybody freaked out, including my parents, and they ended up like pulling all the money, majority of the money out of the banks and everything, just because they wanted cash because they're like, oh my god, everything's gonna get shut down. Now we've got this whole Corona bit. It's just the banks are doing the best they can. Lenders are doing the best they can. You know, I've got a friend right now trying to buy a house right now. So before all this, they were on the roll. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like for well, I'm good, man. Like you know what? I do see a food shortage coming. I do see it coming. It's just a matter of time because as plants like the meat packing plants, all them poultry, all that, as they're all starting to come up with like coronas and all this weird shit, all the cases and shit. I do see a food shortage. I do see it in poultry. I do see it in meat. I haven't seen it in fish or seafood yet, but I'm starting to see it a little bit now. How bad is it gonna get? I don't know. Time can only tell. Because that's also another thing that I honestly think in a matter of, I'm just going to say it, in a matter of weeks, if this keeps going on, yeah, the toilet paper shortage is still going to happen. Still going to happen. But it's going to be, people are going to start freaking out going, oh, why is meat and chicken and all this going up in price? Because why? Slaughterhouses, man. It's like slaughterhouses, they can only do so much and they're catching cases. Their employees are catching cases, which means they have to stop what they're doing at the plants, sanitize everything, and then try to reopen everything, man. So that's gonna backward, that's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause like right now, if I go through some of my grocery stores, I'll see more meat than I do chicken, or I'll see like right now I'm seeing less seafood. That's the thing. I'm seeing less seafood, which is kind of sad because like right now it's like I'm watching like Deadliest Catch, and I'm like, damn man, you got all them crab. Let's get it. You know. So, but I have noticed that some of my grocery stores that there'll be more uh poultry one week, less meat one another, or less seafood. But now it's to the point where I'm going into stores and I'm seeing less and less of seafood. I'm starting to see a little less on the meat, but I'm seeing still a shitload of chicken. It's like, okay. But it's also but it's also in Arizona. It's also grilling season, so I get it because there's a lot of motherfuckers like grilling. Yeah. Oh wow, I did not know that. Michigan had to shut down their fisheries. Wow. Wow. Yeah, see, and this is just how it starts, man. Like this is how it's starting, man. Like this is oh man, this is how it's gonna start. And the longer this goes, the longer you're gonna the more you're gonna start seeing more plants shut down, like fisheries, meat packing plants, poultry plants. You know, it's like exactly, man, exactly, Brett. Get your cup of noodles, get your ramen, get you know what? Start making shit from scratch. It's not hard. It's not hard to make stuff from scratch. It's like I'll probably post a. I'm considering doing like a quarantine video of like how to make your own mac and cheese, how to crack an egg, how to boil a pot of water, how to make your own pasta. Which that's a bitch, but I'm willing to do it just to help everybody out through this hard time. It's like I'm gonna show y'all. I'll even I'll show you how to make my own marinara sauce. You know, it's like these things aren't hard. It's just you have to put the time into it because nowadays we're tripping out on some we're treading some water here where things are gonna start slowing down. Food is gonna start going down. So it's like stock up on your canned goods while you can. While you can, stock up on your canned goods because that's what majority of people aren't stocking up on. Yeah, you get your rice. Yeah, you get your beans because everybody's selling that out. But make sure you get your canned goods, man, because those last longer. It's like just buckle up. I keep telling people it's going to get worse before this gets better. We're starting to hit the worst part of the worst of the worst. Everybody thought weeks ago we were in the worst of it. No, we are getting ready to get into the worst of this. We're getting ready to we're getting ready to take a trip down the rabbit hole, a new rabbit hole that we've never been in as a nation, as a world. It's like you have certain countries that are shut down because it's bad. You've got one country, our country, America, trying to be the first. You notice we're trying to be the first to open back up around the world because why? We want to be number one. If we could do this good, we could, and there's two ways we can go about this. We can go about this the safe, efficient way, or we could just do this. Fuck it, let's open it up. Open it up. Oh hell yeah, man! Soup's flying off the shelves. Yeah, because people are realizing, oh, it wasn't toilet paper that we really needed. It's the essential. It's your food, man. You need canned goods, man. Like you know, there you go. There you go. See what I'm saying? It's like you could treat your kitchen. Okay, you could treat your pantry like an episode of Chopped. You can just open it up, man. You can just open it up and go, I've got this, and this. What can I make? And the next thing you know, man, it could be the best fucking thing you've ever made. And then you write down the recipe, and then boom, guess what? Everybody's coming up with new recipes. Like I'm coming up with new recipes, and I'm calling. I got like a little part in my recipe book that I pretty like much have titled it during quarantine because I want to document what the fuck happened in 2020 during the quarantine because I'm doing things that I haven't done since culinary school. I'm making pastas and making sauces and making a bunch of stuff from scratch. It's like, dude, never thought in a million years I'd be referring back to that. There you go, some stone crab soup. Man, that sounds good. God, seafood sounds good right now. I mean, okay, so case in point, okay. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed in your guys' local towns about food trucks like really coming out the woodwork because right now in my state, food trucks are fucking flying. Food trucks are flying right now. And there was I was driving home the other day and I saw a food truck. This isn't your average. This ain't your typical it's not your typical food truck. This food truck was a sushi food truck. Now, did I buy sushi from it? No, because I was a little paranoid. I was a little worried going, why is there a sushi food truck in the middle of the desert? One, it looked like it was very properly, air conditioned, but still it's fucking sushi. Sushi. Oh yeah, fucking vegans. You know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Okay, it's not it's not their food, okay? It's everybody's food. It's just like fucking Madonna, wants some fucking fried fish. You know, like goddamn. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, food trucks, man. Food trucks around here, they've been popping up like no other. It's like, damn. But like I said, I did not go to the sushi food truck. I probably would not be talking to y'all today because God only knows. I mean, there were a couple brave souls that went there and tried it because right next to them there was a badass barbecue food truck, and so I got me some baby back ribs. Oh, motherfuckers from Kansas City, so they knew what the fuck they were doing. So yeah, yes. Hey man, we all had to. Hey, we all have a past. We all had to struggle a bit. It's all good. Yeah, it's hell yeah. I love my hell yeah. Chicken, beef, etc. Yes, yes. No, I was gonna say now we've gotten to the food porn. Like now we're talking food, so now we're getting good. Now we're getting into like the good shit. Um, but yeah, like so food trucks now they're kind of the new mobile restaurant, which is cool. You still got your DoorDash and all that good shit. But oh, all right. I mean, I prefer ribs. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some ribs. I like a nice dry rub, a nice hardcore 12 seasons, bolt season rub. Make my own barbecue sauce. Can't tell you what I put in it because it's a family secret. Oh, and smoke them. Slow smoke them for about 6 to 8 hours. And then, yeah. Mm, like, I don't know. Has anybody seen that show? Oh, yeah. Barbecue Pitmasters. Anybody seen that? Dude, if you have not seen that, I highly recommend y'all watch some Barbecue Pitmasters. Those Pitmasters do some good shit. Now, I'm talking like briskets, ribs, pork belly. God damn. Like I was watching one. Yeah, it was a rerun. They were doing some. They were doing some pork belly. Motherfuck. Starting to drool on myself because I'm thinking about it. God damn it. Uh, uh, like seriously, man. Just it's all about if you're gonna cook from home during quarantine, the best thing I suggest is do what you know. Start with what you know. Like if you know how to make some rice and beans, start with that. And then if you want to add some stuff, get kinky with it. That's how I always say it. That's my motto. That's also going to be another t-shirt. I'm going to call it get kinky with it. And then I'm going to have another shirt that says put your face in it. Because that's usually what I do when I make like sauces and stuff. I'll literally put my face in the pot so I can smell everything. So then I can tell if I need to add a pinch of salt or oregano or Italian seasoning, anything. Um, exact. See, yeah, that's the whole thing. Like I can make my basic chili, and then I could just kick it up just by adding stuff. That's all building your craft is in the kitchen. Is you start off. My best advice is during this whole quarantine. If you really want to start like developing like a little bit of cooking, so if you want to make your girls something or your guys something, start with what you know how to make. Like something you have made thousands of times. I don't even care if it's like scrambled fucking eggs. Start with what you know and then you build from there. You can add anything and everything to like scrambled eggs. You could throw in, if you like seafood, get some crab. You could throw some crab meat in there with a little bit of dill. Boom. You just kicked it up a notch. Like, next time you decide to make some pancakes or something and you got some chocolate chips lying around, throw in some fucking chocolate chips. Make yourself some chocolate chip pancakes or some blueberries. Or you can mix it up, make some blueberry chocolate pancakes or some shit like that. Like, my best advice always is start off with something that you know. Something that you know that you've made by heart. Something you know where you can go to the store and go, I know exactly what I need to make it. Like if I were to go to the store and go, I'm gonna make like my marinara sauce. I already know I need 2 white onions, 3 jalapeno. I'm gonna need some dill, Italian seasoning, plum tomatoes. Yeah, plum tomatoes. One can, one of the big cans that you would get at like Costco or at like or your local restaurant depot. So it'd be one of those, salt, pepper, garlic. I'm trying to remember which marinara. I got like 2 different ones. Oregano, bay leaves, and that's it. That's exactly what I would know. And then I would kick it up a notch by going, okay, what else do I want to add to my marinara sauce? Oh, I can add this, or like mushrooms or some shit like that. Like, you know, it's all about building stuff, man. That's the whole craft of cooking, man. That's the one thing I do love about cooking. It's just, you know, you just open up your pantry and you just go buck fucking wild. You just go crazy. You just kick it up with your own notch. You just boom boom boom. Yeah. Hey, hey, do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, I'm lucky you guys are lucky. Hey, I'm happy your guys' food banks are open. Ours is having a shortage. Our food bank is having a shortage, I believe. And it's like our local animal shelter, they're having a little food drive for dogs, so you can bring in your own little, your bag of dog food to support, local pets during quarantine. Because why? A bunch of motherfuckers are buying the shit out of fucking dog food. So that's, y'all are some fucking weird. Chocolate chip and nerds pancakes. Nice. Chocolate chips and nerd pancakes. Your niece. Oh, she spilled the box of nerds in the batter. Hey, Like I said, man, try new shit. That doesn't sound too bad. That actually sounds pretty good. I might have to try that. I will probably try that. Like I ain't lying. I'm always willing to try new things. At least once. I ain't willing to try the whole live bat suit bullshit they got going on in China and all that shit. I ain't no, 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 no. That's where Chef draws the line. I ain't doing that bullshit. But I'm willing to try different shit like that shit. The chocolate chip and nerd pancake. I'll try that. You know, I used to not like cheese on broccoli until I tried it, and now that's like pretty much how I eat broccoli. I gotta have cheese on it. Same thing with cauliflower. I eat my vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, even Brussels sprouts, all with cheese. They gotta have melted cheese. Yeah. Right? Cinnamon applesauce. Whoa, okay. Hold on. Cinnamon applesauce raisin pancakes. Okay. Okay. Now, I would probably do the cinnamon raisin pancakes and have fresh apple slices on top. Or like do like a caramelized apple sauce on top of that as like instead of syrup. That might, that sounds good, man. Like I would probably try that if I was gonna make that. I would do a cinnamon raisin pancake because that right there would taste like a cinnamon raisin bagel. And then if you like caramelize your applesauce into a nice like drizzle, put a little bit of cinnamon, some extra cinnamon in there, kind of get a little cinnamon taste in the applesauce, and then reduce it down to make a nice syrup. Boom, put that on top of them. A little bit of whipped cream, maybe tap it with some cinnamon. You in business. You in business. Just saying. Just saying. That's my idea. That's you know that's one idea. So um damn, we've been going for almost 3 hours. This has been a good fucking live stream today. I am. Let's see. What time is it? My time. 5, which is perfect because I have literally. I got 30 minutes and I gotta get ready to go see my folks for family dinner. So this will be the perfect cutoff of this live stream. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today in the chat. Um, check y'all's notifications for Thursday because I'm off. The chef is off on Thursday, and I'm thinking of a watch party. I know I was supposed to do it last. I know I was supposed to do it this week or last week. I know I said I was going to do a triple feature of um Disney, or I was going to do the Disney Plus Star Wars live stream of episode 3, Rogue One, and episode 4. I might still do that, not for sure, but I'm thinking maybe Thursday I might do a watch party. I'm not for sure on what because it's gonna be awesome. I'm probably gonna do like fuck like it's probably gonna be like a half a day thing where I'm gonna start early in the morning until I pretty much have no voice or I have to get up and get something to eat. But I'm gonna try to do like maybe an all day live stream because what the fuck else am I gonna do on a Thursday? I can't go anywhere, so I might as well chill with all y'all and then have some of y'all come in here. Speak of the devil, my mom is calling. So with that said, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next live stream, be safe.